Hi, I'd like you to meet a couple of friends of mine. This here is Vince and this is Larry, and we've been friends a long time. We've got so much in common, except for one thing. I drive better than they do. Well, I don't know who those guys were, but they're gone now, so we're safe. And I'm Mr. Kent of MrKent.com, and one thing I learned about flying drones in Arizona, especially in the warmer time of the year, is your cell phone, the screen starts to go dim as the ambient air warms the phone up. And then I had an experience with my Bebop 2 that I was flying it and never had it happen before, and it kept getting dimmer, and I didn't get it back in time. Fortunately, I hit return to home and it came back. But then I learned that the phone warms up just as it's outside, and then the screen goes dim to keep the way the system works, to keep the phone cooler. So one of the things that I did, first of all, I needed this when I came to Arizona, and that is, and by the way, I'll put a link to where you can get these. These are really nice. They'll work on the controllers that have the phone underneath and on front. But anyway, they're nice, and so I bought one of these and put you put your phone in it. By the way, I got Velcro on everything except the seat where I'm sitting. So anyway, so I got this, and that worked pretty nice. But sometimes the sun would be so bright it'd still be a lot of ambient light there. And so then I decided, okay, I'm going to make a sunshade that goes along with this sunshade, and that worked really nice. But the only thing is, I could only fly so long before my phone would get warmed up, and then it would go gray, or it would go dim. And so I was limited to how many minutes I could fly, and I didn't want to let the drone get too far away. So what I did recently, not too long ago, was to put HVAC tape on the back side, and that really helped. That made a difference because that reflects the sunlight and the heat from going through the sunshade. So we'll put this over here, and I still use this for everything, but we'll put that over there. And then it's still, when I go outside and fly for a little while, and as the season is getting warmer, my phone would still start to dim before I really wanted to finish flying. And so I got this crazy idea, and I ordered these from Amazon. And what they are is a 6-pack of ice packs. What do you call it? Anyway, they call them ice wraps. But these are 3 by 5 inches, so they're just the right size for my phone. And so the first thing I did was, we'll put this up here where it's not in the way. First thing I did was I thought, well, I can't, with my Velcro on tape and all that stuff, it didn't work. So then what I decided to do was I put it here, and I just used a paper clip. I'm gonna get on there. My fingers don't work as well as I used to a year ago. They kind of got sore over the winter. So anyway, that worked pretty well, worked fine. And so then I flew a considerably longer period. I wish I would have kept track of the minutes, but I didn't. And so then but it still started to dim later on. So then I got to think, what can I do to make this thing work? And I came up with this idea, okay, right there. So instead of using Velcro to hold my phone in place, I'll just pull this down so it's easy to see. Oh, by the way, if you can see there, I'll poke my finger through it. I cut a little slit in the back of my sunshade, and so then put my phone on there like that, okay? But in order to keep it in place, this is a wire tie, and it's 12 inches long, and I think that's about what you got to have to do what I'm doing. And so we'll push that through the slot, I think. Oh, come on. Okay, we'll push it through this way where we can see what we're doing. Sometimes I do things backwards, and this is not complicated. Like I say, my fingers aren't working like they did last year at this time. and so I have a hard time holding on to things. And I guess that's just part of getting old. But anyway, so wire tie. Okay, so we put that there, and then the ice pack goes here, and the phone goes here, and then you can tighten it up a whole lot if you want. But I've taken my original one off, but that seems to be good enough to hold everything in place, so that then when you put it in the controller, it doesn't fall out and everything works. So let's go ahead and cut that off, and let's see if I can get it in. See if I can get it into the controller without dropping everything. Okay. Usually I'm standing up when I do this, so we get that out, and then we'll pull this up to where it goes. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, I'm just gonna have to turn it around this way. Okay, now we take it, we put it in the controller nice and centered right there, right about there. Pull this out, snap it in, and it stays in place. And this little strap across here, that's not gonna, you know, if you need to, you can move it one way or the other. And then if the same thing is true if it's going to go on the back here of your controller, the same thing works. So anyway, it's pretty simple solution, and I'll put a link to the video that I tested this out on, and I flew for many minutes, and I can't remember, but I'll add them up and I'll put it on the screen if I can remember. And so you can see this just stops the phone. I mean, the battery on the drone is going to overheat before the phone goes dim. So seems to work pretty good, pretty well. It works great, and so I just hope that's helpful for you. I don't know anything else to say except give it a try. And like I said, I've got links to everything listed in the instructions. Down below. Okay, so anyway, before those guys come back, I just want to say thank you for watching my video, and God bless.